This is the question that I always ask, my dating clients. I ask them, if you were if you were to be a man for a day, or if you were to be a woman for a day, how would you choose to understand the opposite gender? Would you even consider switching genders for a day, just so that you could understand the other gender better? And men and the men who choose to do this will understand what females are going through emotionally with their mood swings, physically with their period pains and bleeding every month, and psychologically knowing damn well that you don't have the psychological strength to go against societal norms. Could you handle the world completely different if you were in a woman's shoes just for that day? With women, it's like, could you handle the mental stress, the adversity? Could you handle the physical discipline that some men have to keep up with in order just to remain in their true potential? Could you handle the spiritual privilege that men have of just being magnetic and creating most of the matter in this world? Could you handle all those things if you were in a man's shoes for just a day? I ask this question because we're in a gender war right now. Society has turned men and women against one another in order to benefit a business, which is feminism. It's a profit business. It's got nothing to do with equality. Understand, guys, that there's things that female can do that we can't do. Understand, females, that there's things that men can do that you can't do. And in that day, you will find out what it is specifically that both genders gotta go through from a day-to-day basis when they're not with the other gender. So, a life as a woman alone, a life as a man alone, you know, how could which men would actually survive a day just carrying a little bit of fear on the streets when walking as a woman? Which amount of woman would survive a day as a man just walking on the streets knowing that you have to be the protector? And if anything has to happen, it has to happen to you first before it happens to the woman. How would women feel being in a man's shoes? I feel like if I had a drug, for most of my consultations, and just to help anyone in their relationship problems, I would create a drug where men and women would switch bodies. And I feel like there's a few movies that depict that sort of concept. And me personally, I've reached a level of supreme intelligence where I can understand both genders, but not because I've had friends and I've had women, but because I've been empathetic enough to put myself in both shoes of both men and women. And therefore, I have this gift of providing information and helping out where I can. But I choose not to save a man or a female because that's not my job. My job is to encourage you guys to save yourself by understanding what you're trying to achieve. And in this channel, what men are trying to achieve is more successful females. What females are trying to achieve is to be less lonely, but this channel is mostly for men. So, let me know in the comment section how you feel about this topic. This the Mac persona. I'm out.